To the naked eye, a resting honeybee looks completely inert, a fragile speck of life grounded by the cold morning air. But look closer. Beneath that fuzzy exterior lies an engineering paradox. To lift off, this insect must transition from complete stasis to an explosion of kinetic energy, generating a wing beat frequency that defies classic aerodynamics. But it can't do that cold. The bee's thorax is not just a structural midpoint, it is a highly specialized organic combustion chamber. Before a single millimeter of flight can occur, the honeybee must engage in a literal ignition process, shivering. By uncoupling its flight muscles from its wings, the bee activates its massive dorsoventral and dorsal longitudinal muscles against one another. This internal friction acts as a biological spark plug, rapidly churning out metabolic heat to raise its internal core temperature from an ambient 15 degrees Celsius to a scorching operating threshold of nearly 35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. It is an active, calculated pre-flight ignition. Why this obsession with hitting 35 degrees Celsius? The answer lies at the molecular level. Honeybee flight demands an astronomical rate of energy consumption. To meet this, the bee relies on the rapid acceleration of ATP hydrolysis, the chemical reaction that splits adenosine triphosphate to unleash instant mechanical energy. At lower temperatures, this molecular machinery is sluggish. The specialized metabolic enzymes responsible for processing sugars simply cannot change shape fast enough. They are structurally rigid. But as the thorax hits its thermal sweet spot, these enzymes experience a structural shift, reaching peak catalytic efficiency. This biological preheating is strikingly identical to modern aerospace engineering. Just as a liquid propellant rocket engine or a high-performance racing car requires its thermal management systems to carefully pre-warm fuel lines and internal components to prevent structural failure and guarantee maximum thrust, the honeybee prepares its molecular fuel injection system for maximum throughput before leaving the launch pad. Once the engine is hot, the physics of flight shift from impressive to 230 to 250 hertz, over 200 beats per second. If its nervous system had to send an individual electrical impulse for every single stroke, the bee's neural highways would experience an immediate bottleneck. To bypass this biological speed limit, nature engineered asynchronous muscles. Unlike your biceps, which contract exactly once per nerve signal, the bee's flight muscles fire multiple times per single nerve impulse. They are entirely stretch activated. When the vertical muscles contract, they deform the entire outer shell of the thorax, flattening it. This structural deformation mechanically stretches the horizontal muscles, triggering them to snap back automatically. The honeybee's thorax shell acts as a sophisticated spring-loaded resonator. The muscle tissue works in tandem with the natural elasticity of the chitinous exoskeleton, turning the entire midsection into a self-oscillating biomechanical tuning fork. Furthermore, the immense heat generated during the warm-up phase enhances this muscle elasticity, allowing the thorax to deform and snap back with minimal energy loss, driving the high-speed wing deformation required to slice through the air. Operating an organic combustion chamber at such extreme frequencies introduces a lethal hazard: overheating. During sustained flight, the bee's muscles produce so much metabolic heat that if left unchecked, the insect would literally cook its own internal proteins, leading to cellular denaturation and immediate engine stall. To survive, the bee deploys an elegant circulatory radiator system. The honeybee's heart pumps hemolymph, its blood, forward through a tightly coiled loop inside the narrow waist, or petiole. This acts as a countercurrent heat exchanger. The excess thermal energy concentrated in the white-hot thorax is actively shunted away, pumped forward into the head and backward into the abdomen. When the ambient temperature gets dangerously high, the bee introduces an extra layer of active cooling. It regurgitates a tiny droplet of nectar onto its mouthparts. As the wind rushes past during flight, this droplet evaporates,
cooling the bee's head down like an industrial swamp cooler. It is a masterful, real-time balancing act, maintaining a precise biothermal sweet spot where the enzymes can fire at maximum velocity without crossing the threshold into thermal self-destruction.
When we look at the cutting edge of human aviation, we pride ourselves on our progress. Yet our most advanced micro-aerial vehicles struggle to fly for more than 20 minutes, are easily knocked off course by a gentle breeze, and require rigid, heavy batteries. The Honeybee puts our best technology to shame. By perfectly fusing chemistry, thermodynamics, and mechanical architecture, this tiny insect can carry payloads equal to its own body weight, navigate turbulent crosswinds, and refuel on raw sugar gathered directly from its environment. Right now, robotics labs are throwing out traditional electric motors and trying to mimic this thermal-dependent, self-oscillating muscle architecture. They are realizing that true agility at the microscale doesn't come from rigid gears. It comes from flexible, resonant materials that exploit the laws of thermodynamics. The honeybee is not just a crucial pollinator. It is a masterclass in bio-inspired engineering, a reminder that sometimes the most sophisticated propulsion systems on Earth aren't built in clean rooms. They are born in a hive.